Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to Too Much Tech. And in today's video, we are finally gonna be reviewing the glorious Model D a week and a half after everyone else got their Model Ds, and I felt like I was left out because my shipping didn't come at the same time as everybody else was posting their reviews, and I was kind of sad, but it's okay. At least I got it. It's hard out here for a small YouTuber. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the review of the mouse. So I don't know if I'm gonna make this my new main yet. It's a really good competition. Right now, my current favorite is the G-Wolf's Hottie. And this is kind of like nudging that out of that spot because it's so comfortable and like it's just so good. It's so good. So a lot of the stuff is very similar to the Model O that came out about 9-ish months ago, I want to say. Still super duper light, only weighing in at about 59 grams. They have made a ton of improvements to their manufacturing as well. So quality control should be a lot better from Glorious. I didn't have any of those weird issues where like my mouse buttons don't wobble a ton. I can't actuate the side buttons by flexing the sides. My cable came in perfect condition and works just fine. I'm still using the stock Ascendant cable. I haven't ordered a custom paracord yet. Not really because there's anything wrong with the Ascendant cable, but just because I really do enjoy the Dream cable paracord that I have on my Model O, and I'm probably gonna order an orange one or a blue one. I haven't decided yet, but I think I'm gonna get an orange one for my Model D, purely for aesthetic reasons. Their new packaging is really good, and they also dropped the price of the Ascendant cables, so if you're interested in picking up your own custom cable from Glorious, feel free. I don't really love them, but that's a topic for another video. But it is really easy to install if you just want a super simple drop in and go for a different color cable on your desk. On to the Model D. So obviously brand new revised shape. Well, not really revised, but an additional shape, as well as the second product in the Glorious Odin line. This one is a lot more comfortable than the Model O for me personally because my hands are a little bit bigger and the Model D just fits my hand like a glove. It's a pretty similar design to a G-Wolf Skull, where it's a bit more flared out on the right side of the mouse than your traditional ambidextrous mouse. It's clearly made for right-handed use. That's the only way that you can use it, and it makes sense. There's no side buttons on the right side of the mouse, and this is just made to be purely a super duper comfortable mouse for bigger hands. If you have smaller hands, you might have a little bit of trouble using this mouse. You'll probably want something more like the Model O minus if you're kind of younger, or if you have really small hands and just prefer smaller mice. So if you do prefer smaller mice, don't buy this mouse because you probably won't like it. It's really big. I'm surprised that they were able to make the mouse bigger and more comfortable and still keep the weight down to about 59 grams, because I cannot really tell a difference in the weight between this and the Model O because there's only like a gram of difference. So good job, Glorious. I don't know how exactly you did it, because if you look at the Model D as well, there's less holes cut inside the mouse and it still only weighs a gram more, and you got a lot more grip for the mouse and a lot more plastic and a lot more everything because it's just bigger. So as well as all other Glorious mice, we get the same G skates that we get on the Model O and Model O minus, the same PTFE feet, but this time in the box they do give you some bigger G skates that you can apply between the regular skates. Now the feet are in a little bit different orientation, so that's why they did lower the price of the Ascendant cable, because you have to buy those feet separately. But now having those bigger feet in between, I personally feel like it does increase the smoothness of the glide, having those bigger mouse feet. Now I do wish that instead of just having, you know, the smaller feet and having the bigger feet add-on, I wish that they just made the feet on the Model D bigger and just have it be a two-piece thing, very similar to the Death Adder V2. I felt like that would have been a lot easier, especially for installation, and I don't know why exactly they did that, because I feel like that'd just be easier to replace on the consumer end. So hopefully in the future, Glorious will update the design and just make them two big mouse feet, because trying to install these, I'm not gonna say it was hard, but it was just kind of tedious how you had to like meticulously line it up and hope that you did it perfectly. It was just make it two big mouse feet. It'll be easier for everyone. But at least the results are really good while you're playing with the mouse, and it does skate extremely smooth. The switches are the exact same ones on the Model O, the same Omron switches, super duper clicky, excellent sound, super tactile as well. Here's a quick sound test so you can see how they sound for yourself, see if you like them. I think they sound pretty good. I've always liked the sound of the Omron switches in the Model O. Now, one big change that I did like design-wise about the Model D is the fact that they made the side buttons a lot bigger. That was like one of my only complaints that I did have about the Model O. If you go back and watch my old Model O video from nearly a year ago, I did say that the side buttons were really small. I got used to them really quickly, but the mouse buttons on the Model O were a little bit small, and I feel like they should also, personally, I think that Glorious should go back, adjust the side buttons of the Model O and make them similar to what they are on the Model D. Maybe a little bit smaller than they are on the Model D because obviously the footprint isn't as big, but just make them a little bit bigger on the Model O. That would be nice because I love these side buttons on the Model D. The sensor, of course, is still the 3360 from Pixar. The performance is exactly the same as the Model O, nothing really new there. Nevertheless, super easy to hit those flicks, just like it was with the Model O. Just now, instead of your right side of your hand cramping up a little bit, you won't have that because you have all that lovely additional support. The Ascended Cable V2 is a really nice cable. It's super flexible. I do feel like the Razer SpeedFlex cable is a little bit better on the Viper. It's good enough to get the job done. And I don't know what they did between the Ascended cables that they sell on their website and the ones that come in the box with your Model O and Model D, but this one is weaved a lot better than the ones that you can purchase from the store, because mine on my Model O minus, my orange one, is a little bit thinner, it's flimsier, it's stiffer, and it's not nearly as good, and it can barely fit into a mouse bungee. So I don't know what was going on. Maybe that was something that just kind of happened with the first wave of those Ascended cables, but yeah, I don't know, I just kind of found it weird. But the ones that they're currently shipping are really good. Overall, Glorious has done it again. I mean, seriously, for the low price of $50, you get this mouse with all these higher end mouse specs, top end sensor, quality mouse feet, quality paracord that you don't have to change out, but they make it really easy if you want to change it out and customize it. Matte finish or glossy finish, and RGB, obviously, for the plus 10 additional skill points. I mean, dude, you got literally everything. Their software is pretty solid. You can download it from their website. It's really easy and straightforward to use. You can customize all the buttons, customize the RGB a little bit. I do wish that they updated the software and added a little bit better diffusion for the RGBs when you take it off anything other than the Glorious mode, because the Glorious Rainbow mode, it looks really good. But as soon as you try to do your own like custom RGB trail and stuff like that, it looks like some kindergartner made the RGB software. It's like, really? Come on. Because the Glorious mode looks so good, and I wish I could do something similar like that with like blue and orange, but unfortunately I'm not able to do so. I don't know why. It looks ugly when I do it myself in the modes that they have, but the Glorious mode looks really good. I usually just end up setting it to like a static color and leaving it at that. But other than the RGB software, I would always set your debounce time to 4 milliseconds for your mouse, set your polling rate to 1000, and then obviously whatever DPI you want. Personally, I use 1000, I like it. You can use 400, 800, 9000. I take that back, don't use 9000 DPI unless you're crazy. But yeah, this mouse is really freaking good. I'm dumbfounded that this thing is only $50, and this thing is the exact same weight, feels like it, as the Model O. Like, it doesn't feel heavier. Maybe with the skates, it's like an extra gram or two. They did a really good job. I don't know what Glorious is gonna make next. Hopefully some wireless versions, and that would be excellent. Like, make some wireless versions of this and the Model O for like, I don't know, 75, maybe 80 bucks. Dude, we would be in business. I can't wait for the rest of 2020 to see what else Glorious is gonna do. Maybe if they even come out with some new mouse pads, I'm down for that. Try some new surfaces too. Let me know what you guys want to see from Glorious in the future as well, if you guys have any ideas. That is gonna be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new. I will have this mouse linked in the description below to Glorious's website, so that if you're interested in picking up this mouse, probably the best mouse there is for $50, especially for palm grip. And this is just like successor that we all wanted for the Model O, to make an Ergo Model O, and it's perfect. Till next time, I will catch you in the next video.